killer.
He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Tetris, but this money ain't a game. What?
This city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, you know, nurturing me and teaching.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Viral. We talk about Vice President Kamala Harris receiving a lot of support from a lot of A-list celebrities and some celebrities that are not supporting her, are not feeling her. We'll get to that in a minute, but first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about Vice President Kamala Harris, who almost 2 weeks ago, may announce her bid for being president after Joe Biden, who was supposed to be in the presidential election, decided to drop out due to unforeseen circumstances of his health. But Kamala Harris has stepped up, and now she's launching her presidential bid to become the next president and becoming the next woman president of the United States. Could that be a possibility against Donald Trump? Only time will tell. Well, Kamala Harris has been receiving a lot of backlash from a lot of folks that support her and don't support her. Let's look at the people that do support her. Kamala Harris this past week had a campaign rally in Atlanta, and a host of hip-hop stars that you won't expect showed up and showed out. Take a look.
These dudes mad, they wanna hurt me. How do hot? Let me see them hands, Atlanta. I don't text quick, cause I ain't thirsty. These mad, they wanna hurt me.
Watashi wa star.
Now it wouldn't be me if I ain't let y'all know I was a star.
Migo.
Hey, I get money, I'm a star. I get money, I'm a star. Yeah. Hey.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスターキラー
He know who I am, ain't had to say my name. Stack it up like Tetris, but this money ain't a game. Watashi kawaii, eat kalada. Drinking out the bottle, getting twisted Maritime. Big exotic Hermes, this a crop. Watch too expensive, ain't no way I'm getting clocked. So many carats, diamonds through the bunny hop. And the US for Japan, if he need me, he gon'. I got yen for your friends, if they pretty. Go and tell me, Madam Boo, pouring sake in they mouth. Hey. I get money, I'm a star. Yeah.
お金稼ぐ俺らはスター
お金稼ぐ私はスター
スターキラー
私はスター Now I know my ladies in the crowd love they body. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for.
Yes. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? If y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. Born and raised in the north side of Atlanta, home of the Migos. This city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, you know, nurturing me and teaching me how to be the man I am standing before you. So, one of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue. And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business. From inviting me, what's up, mama? from inviting me to the White House last year to discuss these solutions to passing the biggest gun safety laws to date. So it's only right in the birthplace of the culture. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president. Yeah, we changing the culture again. So if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now, because it's the real one. And in the words of my brother Takeoff, let me get a Kamala. I'm gonna hand it over to Tyler the Green.
As you saw right there, Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo of the Migos came out and support Kamala Harris in her bid to become the next woman president. Megan Thee Stallion, all about women's rights, protective rights. After Kamala's opponent, Donald Trump, thinks elsewhere that woman rights are not for her own body to be judged. Well, Quavo, speaking on gun control, a lot of people are skeptical about him saying gun control. So gun control playing a main issue, and women's protective rights as well for Megan Thee Stallion and Quavo, who support Kamala Harris coming out to support her rally. Well, Kamala Harris herself got a lot of detractors, and these detractors came out the woodwork with blogger/actress Amanda Seales had this to say.
Clips of Kamala Harris stating things. I don't need politicians to state things. I need politicians to do things. When I met with Kamala Harris after she summoned me, I said to her straight up, you talk out two sides of your neck and we don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kamala Harris who's trying to shut me the fuck up. Because I told her straight up that I feel like she is disingenuous in her messaging. And she said to me, well, you're being too critical. And I said, I am a voter. I'm supposed to be critical. That's my job. And I want to see actions. She's supposed to talk about racism in America without calling Americans racist. I said, well, first of all, there are many racist Americans. But there's also policy, legislation, institution, and systems that are racist that need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And if you're not going to do that in an actualized way and in a loud, bold way, people will never really know where you're coming from. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. So I'm not telling you how you feel. I'm telling you how you sound. I'm telling you how you sound. Okay? The truth is that you should always question your source. And what are they supposed to talk? And what you all need to know is that I don't need to do any of this. I don't need to talk about any of this. Hey, y'all. And what you all need to know.
Amanda Seales had a lot to say, saying Kamala Harris don't speak for her and don't speak for the things she says she's going to do, and saying that she ain't buying what Kamala Harris is selling. So Amanda Seales is trying to make her case that Kamala Harris is just a one-trick pony in regards of all this stuff. Well, Amanda Seales may have her point of view. Let's hear what another influencer don't support Kamala Harris, and you won't believe who this influencer is.
Anything with a black woman running, mother, you get your ass back in that bedroom and in the kitchen. But the White House, America, we can't do this here now. Hell no, hell no. I'd rather have another civil war before we let her run this mother. Got me fucked. up. Go back and get Barack, if anything. Find another mixed baby. But don't put no in there. Anything with a
Yes, Charleston White saying he don't support Kamala Harris. He thinks Kamala Harris shouldn't be running for president just because she's a woman. That's a little bit much. That's a little bit sexist and whatever that word is an M word. But I don't think he has the right to say that because she has the experience. She's been a attorney general and a district attorney, so she kind of knows her role and knows what her experience. So I don't see him going out there and doing what he need to do. He stick to being an influencer online and let her run the politics if she chooses to do that. You can agree, you can disagree with her policies, but you don't got to attack her just because of her gender. That's not right. All right. We want to hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say. Let's hear what you people had to say on what the people said.
It feels good on my everlasting nerves. Every day they come on this app saying the most craziest things, but they are the same two people that be on the same app crying about something. I get that just because we're all black women, that does not mean we have the same opinions. I get that. However, getting on this app and saying dangerous things like, oh, she's not going to get it because she's a black woman. Are you crazy? Wasn't you the same person on this app crying about not getting opportunities, not getting the money or the respect that you feel like you deserve versus another white creator? Like, and Amanda, I don't even know what to say about you because I got a friend that actually worked with you in person and she said that you were very mean and very hateful, but I can't say too much to that because I wasn't in the room. However, then you get on this app and you call Kamala a broad. I get people just say broad, some people just say that, but then you say, oh, well, let me stop disrespecting her. Why are you doing all that? But again, you was the same one sitting on Shannon Sharp's couch getting upset because he thought that you was half black. Oh, okay.
It's going viral where Amanda Seales is talking about her lack of support for Vice President Kamala Harris. And be clear, I don't care if she supports her or not. She's entitled to do that. She's entitled to her opinion. However, I have to push back on any notion that Vice President Kamala Harris erases or marginalizes systemic racism, especially as vice president, when there is ample evidence to the contrary. So I'm just going to lay out where Amanda makes points about things that need to be addressed and where Vice President Kamala Harris stands on that.
We have shooters that are going into places and killing people because of their race. And then we're not calling it domestic terrorism.
What we know from the intelligence community, one of the greatest threats to our national security is domestic terrorism manifested by white supremacists.
We have an entire culture of police that are killing black people and getting away with it because the law says they can.
I was, as a senator, as a United States Senator, a co-author of the original George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. And as Vice President of the United States, we demand that Congress pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Joe Biden will sign it. And we should not delay, and we will not be denied. It is non-negotiable.
We have a country that was 1,000% built on the foundation of racism that now legislators are trying to pretend didn't happen and are getting that through and doing it on an education level.
Black history is American history. Living history, breathing history, history that we create every day, and history that we then must teach and celebrate. A history that helps us to understand how the past has influenced the present and potentially our future. And let us all be clear, we will not, as a nation, build a better future for America by trying to erase America's past.
And on a DEI level, you cannot, as the second in line to the highest form of office in this country, make a message on hope.
And so these are issues that we must confront, and it does not help to heal our country, to unify us as a people, to ignore the realities of that.
So, what have we learned? If you care about what the vice president has to say about certain issues, maybe you should start paying attention to her when she speaks instead of taking a headline and running with it. But more on this Saturday. My show, The Reese Colbert Show, Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126, 3 to 4 p.m. Tune in.
I think the problem with the whole Kamala isn't going to do anything is, okay, let's look at it this way. Me and my girl want to get dinner or lunch, dinner, whatever. We want to get dinner. We have to pick a place to go to dinner, right? We want to go to McDonald's or Burger King. I don't like either, but we want to go to McDonald's or Burger King, right? If my girl tells me, nah, I don't like Burger King, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, let's go to McDonald's. And then she says, well, I don't like McDonald's. I'm like, well, it's no other two restaurants in sight. These are the only two restaurants that we're able to go to, that we can go to. Like, what are we going to, where are we going to go? It's not good enough to be like, well, I don't like McDonald's and I don't like Burger King. Burger King sell bad meat and McDonald's sell undercooked fries. And I hate that this is the analogy, but we are going to have to pick one. We got to pick one. So whether or not Kamala is going to be about it versus the latter, right? Either Trump is going to be about it or Kamala is going to be about it. And I think that's where you have to compare the two, right? Amanda Seales does not have the liberty or luxury to pick a different candidate outside of them two, just like all of us. So whether you want to criticize Kamala, which you should always criticize your politician, you still only have two choices. And so talking as if you have anything outside of Trump or Kamala it's a little off, you know what I mean? Like, politically speaking, realistically speaking. See, this is
a lot of you people had a lot to say about this situation on the tractor side, and a lot of people, you were vocal saying that Amanda Seales and Charleston Wright really don't have enough place to say, which I've been saying. Hopefully they'll do their homework and research, and you can do your homework research and learn about the candidates that you're going to vote for. We know Donald Trump has been in the White House before, and he's making a bid to come back and try to, what Kamala says is Project 2025, to eradicate a lot of government programs and subsidies. So there's a lot going on, a lot at stake in this election, and we will be keeping an eye on, closely eye on this election and how this election will play out down the road. Thank you for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. Thank you for watching.